And there's a fight between Cale Yarborough and Donnie Allison.
Alan Kowicki is coming off of corner number 4.
It's going to be a drag race. Wow! They touch!
And the flag points right at the line. The one of Chastain past Hamlin.
NASCAR isn't just about the roar of engines or the squeal of tires. It's about the voices that narrate its stories, the announcers who bring the action into our living rooms and make us feel as if we're right there, trackside. Today, we're looking at 10 legendary NASCAR announcers who not only made the sport great, but also became integral to its identity. One name that immediately comes to mind is Ken Squier. If you've ever watched a classic NASCAR broadcast, you've likely heard his unmistakable voice.
Behind me, 41 Grand National stock cars ready to compete.
Squier was the first to treat NASCAR with the gravitas and respect it deserved, bringing it into the mainstream consciousness. His poetic descriptions of the action, combined with his deep knowledge of the sport, made him a trailblazer. It was Squier who famously referred to stock car racing as ordinary people doing extraordinary things, a phrase that resonated with fans and encapsulated the spirit of NASCAR. His coverage of the 1979 Daytona 500, the first race broadcast live flag to flag on television, was a game-changer. The combination of Squier's storytelling and the race's dramatic finish captivated audiences and solidified NASCAR as a national phenomenon.
It is in third. Here they come. Waltrip trying to slingshot. Petty is out in front at the line. Waltrip to the inside. Petty wins it.
Another name that stands tall in the pantheon of great announcers is Benny Parsons. Parsons wasn't just a broadcaster, he was also a driver, and a damn good one at that, with a Cup Series championship to his name. When he transitioned to the booth, his first-hand experience brought a level of authenticity and insight that few could match.
Champion Benny Parsons.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Benny had a gift for breaking down complex strategies and technical details in a way that even casual fans could understand. But more than that, he was beloved for his warmth and humor. Fans felt like they were listening to an old friend who just happened to know everything there was to know about racing.
I was introduced as Benny Parsons. He's a race car driver. After that, here's Benny Parsons. He won the Daytona 500.
Darrell Waltrip is another name that can't be ignored. DW, as fans affectionately call him, brought energy and personality to every broadcast. His iconic boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys, became a rallying cry.
It's showtime! Boogity, boogity, boogity! Ooh, let's go racing today, boys!
That still echoes in the hearts of fans. Waltrip's career as a driver was legendary. He was a 3-time Cup Series champion, but his transition to the booth was seamless. His charisma, combined with his deep understanding of the sport, made him a fan favorite. Waltrip had a knack for blending humor with analysis, and his playful banter with fellow announcers often stole the show. No list of great NASCAR announcers would be complete without Mike Joy. With a career spanning decades, Joy has become one of the most respected voices in racing. His calm, authoritative tone is the perfect counterbalance to the high-octane action on the track. What sets Joy apart is his ability to adapt to the moment, whether it's narrating a heart-stopping finish or paying tribute to a fallen driver.
Reagan first, Gilliland second. How about that?
He's a master of his craft, seamlessly weaving together facts, stats, and storytelling to create a rich, immersive experience for viewers. Another icon who made a significant impact on NASCAR broadcasting is Ned Jarrett. Known as Gentleman Ned during his driving days, Jarrett brought that same grace and professionalism to the booth. He was known for his calm demeanor and deep knowledge of the sport, which he used to provide thoughtful and insightful commentary. One of his most memorable moments came during the 1993 Daytona 500, when he called his son Dale Jarrett's dramatic victory. The pride and emotion in his voice resonated with fans and created one of the most heartfelt moments in NASCAR history.
Pulling for us, Dale Jarrett. Bring her to the inside, Dale. Don't let him get down there. He's going to make it. Dale Jarrett's going to win the Daytona 500. All right. Oh, look at Martha. Oh, dear. Oh, can you believe it?
Chris Economaki, often referred to as the Dean of American motorsports journalism, was another pivotal figure in NASCAR's rise to prominence. Economaki wasn't just an announcer, he was a storyteller who brought a journalistic approach to his coverage.
Thank you, Ken. Well, the field for the Daytona 500, the Super Bowl of stock car racing, is set.
His ability to dig deep into the stories behind the races and drivers gave fans a richer understanding of the sport. Whether he was reporting from the pits or interviewing drivers, Economaki had a way of making you feel like you were right there with him, in the thick of the action. Alan Bestwick is another broadcaster who has left an indelible mark on the sport. Bestwick's voice has been a constant presence in NASCAR.
Welcome to the Beat the Heat section of NASCAR Heat. We've gone out and worked with some of the top names in NASCAR to design a series of 36 challenges for you.
From his early days on MRN radio to his tenure as the lead announcer for ESPN's NASCAR coverage, Bestwick is known for his versatility and professionalism, able to convey the drama of a last-lap battle with the same skill as he explains the nuances of pit strategy. His passion for the sport is evident in every broadcast, and his ability to connect with fans has made him one of the most respected voices in racing. Bob Jenkins was another legendary voice who played a crucial role in NASCAR's growth. Jenkins was the lead announcer for ESPN's NASCAR coverage during the 1980s and 1990s, a period when the sport was expanding its reach and gaining a larger national audience. His smooth, reassuring voice was the soundtrack to countless iconic moments.
It's Richard Petty's final ride.
And his genuine love for the sport shone through in every broadcast. Jenkins had a unique ability to make even the most routine races feel special, and his legacy as one of NASCAR's great announcers is secure. Barney Hall, the voice of MRN radio for over 4 decades, was another titan of NASCAR broadcasting. Hall's soothing southern drawl was a comforting presence for fans, whether they were listening at home or at the track. He had an incredible gift for painting pictures with words.
Richard Petty's STP Oldsmobile. Waltrip dives to the inside. Petty almost put him off in the grass, and Richard Petty will win the Daytona 500.
Bringing the action to life in a way that made you feel like you were there, even if you were miles away. Hall's storytelling and deep knowledge of the sport made him a beloved figure among fans and drivers alike. Finally, there's Steve Burns, a broadcaster whose career was tragically cut short, but whose impact on the sport was profound. Burns was known for his professionalism, warmth, and genuine love for NASCAR. Whether he was hosting pre-race shows, conducting interviews, or providing commentary, Burns brought a level of enthusiasm and respect that endeared him to fans and colleagues alike. His battle with cancer and the grace with which he faced it inspired the entire NASCAR community, and his legacy lives on as a reminder of the sport's capacity for unity and compassion. Each of these announcers brought something unique to NASCAR, whether it was Ken Squier's poetic narration, Darrell Waltrip's infectious energy, or Ned Jarrett's heartfelt insights. Together, they've helped shape how we experience the sport, turning races into stories and drivers into heroes. They've made us laugh, cry, and cheer, and their contributions will continue to resonate with fans for generations to come. These are the voices that made NASCAR great, and their legacies are as enduring as the roar of the engines they so eloquently described.